so now I have 4 years of bad luck. Alright? I know many of you may or may not believe in superstitions, but they actually do have some benefit, and this is why I believe you should believe in them. My credibility today comes from being risen up in an incredibly superstitious household. My family would avoid going out on Friday the 13th, and we would not go home right away after funerals, because if we did, then the spirits would follow us home. So today, I'm going to persuade you all to be strong believers in superstition. I will argue the importance of believing in superstitions as they can promote a positive mental attitude and facilitate passing down one's culture to the next generation. Alright. So, what is a superstition? Can anyone name me one superstition?
Breaking glass.
Yeah, that is one. Can anyone name me another one?
Ooh, when like a black cat like crosses in front of you.
Yeah. Alright. So according to Neil Dagnall, superstition is the belief of supernatural forces such as fate, the desire to influence unpredictable futures, and a need to resolve uncertainty. So as a college student, you might be thinking, why should I believe in superstitions? Like what's so important about it? Well, superstitions have actually been proven to help us. Psychologists at the University of Cologne have studied superstitions and how it helps college students. They had a research study in which they had a mini golf competition. One group was given a ball which they said was lucky, and another group was given another ball which just that they said was just any other ball. And so they went through the mini golf competition and all, and it showed that the people with the lucky ball scored 35% better than those without. And so to continue the research, they did a memorization test with students who claimed to have a lucky charm. As in, not the cereal, but like any lucky charm. So they had half of the students go in with their lucky charm and take the memorization test. And they had the other half go in without their lucky charm. And as the results showed, people with their lucky charms showed that they had better results than people without. And to connect it with you all, I'm sure all you guys are familiar with the statue of Samuel T. Black. So it is said that if you rub his left shoe before you take an exam, that you'll score better on it. But who knows if that's true or not? All right. So another way that superstitions are important is through athletes. So from my personal experience during high school as a student athlete, I used to wear this headband whenever I ran, and I thought it made me faster, and to some extent, it did. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how athletes utilize their superstitions in order to perform better in their sport.
The ESC button on the very top left corner of the keyboard. Yeah, and then it's just the YouTube tab. Alright, so I just showed you how athletes utilize their superstitions in order to perform better. But superstitions also facilitate passing down our culture to one to the next. So how many of you guys believed in Santa Claus as you were children?
I still
Alright, keep your hands raised up. Now how about the Tooth Fairy? Okay, and now how about the Easter Bunny?
I'm raising my hand.
Oh, okay. Well, it's okay. Well, though you may not realize it, superstitions have been continuously passed down generations to generation and have become a core belief in our holidays. Wouldn't you want your kids to believe in the same things you believe when you were little? That's just another reason to believe in superstition. Alright? So now that I have talked about why you should believe in superstitions, let's talk about why people don't believe in superstitions. Well, superstitions, to be blunt, they aren't real.
But that's not where the power comes from. The power of superstitions just comes from just plain believing them, as you can see from the research study. Just because they believe that it was lucky, they perform better. Alright? And this is an issue because many people actually don't believe in it, and they fail to pass down the culture and reap the benefits. Now that I've talked about why it's an issue, let's talk about what we can do to solve it. So in my personal opinion, I think demonstration is the best way of convincing someone to do something. So I want you all to consider keeping a lucky charm with you around all the time. And I know the holiday seasons are coming up, and so gifting a person a lucky charm would also be a good idea of spreading the message. To inform people is very easy, so you can go ahead and spread my message if you like. So today, I have tried to persuade you all into believing superstition. I have discussed what superstition is, why you should believe it, why not believing in it is an issue, and what we can do to solve it. Even though superstitions can be irrational and weird, sometimes we must remind ourselves that those beliefs are a part of who we are, and will continue to drive the future imagination of our youth.